The African Union suspended Niger, the scene of a coup d'etat since July 26, and told its members to avoid any action that might legitimize the junta. After meeting on August 14th, the African Union Peace and Security Council appears deeply divided regarding ECOWAS's decision to deploy a force in Niger. The AU organ has called on its commission to assess the economic, social, and security implications of such a deployment while clearly stating its preference for the diplomatic route. On Friday, after a meeting of West African chiefs of staff in Accra, the ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs affirmed that the day of the intervention had been set. General Tiani warned on Saturday that if an aggression were to be undertaken against them, it will not be a walk in the park, shortly after announcing a transition of maximum 3 years before a return to democracy. ECOWAS firmly rejected this timetable while a West African delegation was in Niamey to seek peace.
So the African Union has decided to suspend Niger from all its activities and has advised member states to kind of like sideline Niger. This is a very laughable thing to see or to hear, because you would think that the African Union is there for Africa, is there to make sure that there's peace, security, and serenity in Africa. And if there's a problem, the African Union will look for a way to resolve it in-house, not by sidelining or suspending members. After all, we are Africans and we must look for solutions to our problems ourselves. When you see things like this and how swift the African Union was to suspend Niger, you ask yourself this question: weren't the African Union, when NATO single-handedly invaded Libya and took out Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, were AU not there when all this took place? Wasn't the AU there when France was there looting and is still stealing from all their former colonies? Wasn't the AU there when France is setting up confusion in Congo, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger, and just looting the country? Wasn't the AU there? Wasn't the AU there when the people of Niger do not have constant electricity, but they have a lot of minerals that France is collecting and lighting their country and even selling some electricity to other neighboring countries in Europe and giving little to nothing to Niger? Nigerians are there, they don't have light to do their stuff. They don't have enough power to even run their own country. They are buying power from Nigeria, but France is there harvesting minerals that are used to create the same power, and France is selling it to other countries in Europe. But Niger is there with no power. Wasn't the AU seeing all this? Africa has a big problem. Africa has a big problem. The leaders in Africa, not all, most of them, they are the problem. They are the problem. And if there's one person whom we all have seen as the main problem in Africa, is Tinubu, because just the issue in Niger has let all of us understand where his loyalty lies. We've all seen that, how he is so determined to intervene militarily in Niger. We've all seen it. Why can't we Africans look at ourselves and said the military junta in Niger might have a legitimate claim as to why they staged this coup. Why can't we Africans look at ourselves and look at the way our continent is being controlled and say to ourselves, things have got to change because the way things are do not really benefit us. Why can't we do that? Africans are easily manipulated by the West. Africans are easily confused by others. Africans do not believe in themselves. Africans do not believe in fellow Africans. They rather believe in outsiders, the Chinese, the Europeans, the Americans. The AU should have what we call an all-inclusive dialogue because suspending the membership of Niger would not solve the problem. The Nigerian junta are not going anywhere anytime soon. By suspending them is closing all means of communication and dialogue, whereby letting them a member of AU and set up a way to start a dialogue would have been the best way forward. And AU should also speak out when NATO does something on African soil. They should speak out because it was a big shame that NATO came to Africa, invaded Africa, invaded Libya, took out Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, and Africa and AU did nothing. They sat quietly and they watched and they laughed. It was a shame. It was a really, really big shame. It was a terrible, terrible thing. But now they are so swift, so quick to suspend Niger. They have developed some backbone because the country involved is a fellow African country, and now they have backbone. Had it was a country in Europe, would they have done the same thing? I don't think so. I don't think so. They wouldn't. But since the country is a small country in Africa, like Niger, now they are all so powerful and they are like, let's suspend them. It's so crazy. It's so crazy and so sad. But you guys out there, what is your take on the African Union's decision to suspend Niger from all AU activities? Do you think that this is the best way to go about resolving the issue in Niger? Do you think that by suspending Niger from AU activities will somehow force the military juntas to negotiate? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below because, like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel because little bit of good we, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.